All right, so this is a crazy one, and it just came out. It just came out like 2 hours ago. But in San Antonio, there was a kidnapping of two people, okay? So there's this family that has 5 kids and 2 parents, and there were home invaders that broke in and forced the parents out of the house, leaving the children behind unharmed, and forced them into a white SUV.
So they kidnapped the parents?
They kidnapped the parents. They keep leaning on these details that it was a home invasion, so I don't know if they're trying to say that they did a home invasion thinking that no one was home, which that's a big family. I don't think you could make that mistake, but let's say they did.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, but a home invasion, maybe they weren't expecting them to be home, but since they're the 2 adults, they took them. I don't know. To me, when I look at this and I see a house of 7 people, home invasion, forcing the adults out and into a car, it looks intentional. It looks targeted to me.
Yeah.
It looks targeted.
Agreed.
There's no other details on this. This is literally brand new, just happened, just came out a couple hours ago, but it is super strange. It's not something you hear every day. So 2 people broke into a house of 7 and then kidnapped the parents?
Yeah, it's really odd.
Super strange.
So we don't know who the parents were, what their jobs were, like...
They haven't given...
They had any enemies?
Any details. None. The only detail they left was how many people were involved, how many were kids, and that the kids were left completely unharmed. They were home, they were present, and never touched. So what could it be? I have no clue. I
Gambling
would love
debt?
to. SUV. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking, like, gambling debt, like they come take the parents and they're like, you gotta pay us. It makes more sense for them to just take one parent, though, and tell the other one to get the money.
Right.
So the parents haven't been returned?
The parents have not been returned, and the police wrote, this incident appears to be an isolated incident. There is no active threat to the public. So if you guys are watching this and you know anything, reach out. I'll post the number here to reach out and give any tips. The police also said this is still obviously an active investigation. It's brand new. Detectives are still on scene gathering information and evidence. It's too early in this investigation to confirm anything. The provided preliminary information is all we can provide at this time. I just think it's something that we need to keep watching out for, because looking at it from a criminal aspect, right? And we like looking at the criminal element or aspect of a lot of things and how they would see it. That's a huge risk. Whoever took these 2 people left eyewitnesses, so that is a huge risk. Are we going to end up finding these people ended and now you have 5 eyewitnesses? That's just not common in the criminal world, you guys. That is not common.
No, but they are all children, so...
Yeah. I mean, they are all children, but they're still eyewitnesses.
So do we have pictures of...
No, they wouldn't give pictures of the kids or the parents or anything like that.
The parents, they should, because they're missing, and you want their pictures out there so that people can keep an eye out for them.
They haven't yet. They haven't. This is they got on scene, according to this, midday. It happened in the morning, and there is nothing else yet. Nothing. This is brand new. So everything we're talking about is complete speculation. It's just a very strange situation.
And scary.
Yeah. Which they were kidnapped, so it makes me think whoever kidnapped them wants something from them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think so, too.
Because normally, if you're involved in some kind of criminal activity, you made some major mistakes, it's either you're given a chance to make it right or you're not. And I think we all understand what the not is. But they took them. They took the 2 parents.
Do they show the home?
They don't show anything. Nothing.
Because I was wondering, are they a wealthy family? Are they a poor family?
I would say they're mid.
How do you know?
Just because it shows the general housing community.
Okay.
It does not show the house. It doesn't give any details,
So they're
nothing, which is
middle-class-
common. I mean,
middle-class.
police do not come out and give a whole bunch of details in an investigation. They don't understand what's going on yet.
With missing people, sometimes a lot of times they do.
Sometimes, but this is not just your classic missing person
Yeah.
case. This is anything but common. Normally we see somebody gets picked up, alone by themselves. Like this was a home invasion where 2 people were taken from a family of 7. Everything about it is uncommon.
Think about how scary that is for the kids, the poor kids.
I agree.
Their parents were
I
literally just
agree.
like stolen
Yep.
from their home.
Yep.
Poor things.
And one thing I will say is it is in Texas, which, any of the states that border Mexico tend to be really hot trafficking states, organized crime, high level organized crime, things like that, where a situation like this might be worth the risk of doing something like that, depending, you know what I mean? I've heard all kinds of
they
stories
don't have
where...
to drive that far to the border either.
Right, and they were Hispanic, in their
were?
30s, yep.
The parents are?
They are, yep. The parents are in their 30s and Hispanic. And but just because you're Hispanic doesn't mean you're involved in that. There could be anybody involved in any of that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, but yes, being a bordering state, they tend to have a very high level of very organized crime activity.
Yep.
So, if you guys know anything, let us know. Call the police station. If you're from that area and you have more details, reach out to us because this is strange. So.
It is so strange, and I really hope that the kids have family around
Yeah.
to like be with them right now.
I agree.